Hey there, folks. Welcome back to Saleshandy's Cold Email Masterclass. I'm Sanjana, a cold emailing expert at Saleshandy. So in lesson 1, we discussed about cold emailing and how it can help you build a scalable business. Now, let's take actionable steps towards achieving that goal. So in lesson 2, we will learn about how you can create your own cold outreach campaign and the steps to follow before you launch it. So just to inform you, lesson 2 will be divided into 3 parts. So the first part will talk about how you can create your ideal customer profile. The second part will focus a little bit on the technical setup that you need to get ready for your first cold email outreach. And the last part, which is the third part, will teach you how you can write a cold email that converts. So let's delve into part 1, which will talk about ideal customer profiles. So let us understand what an ideal customer profile is. So an ideal customer profile, often abbreviated as ICP, is a fictitious group of ideal buyer profiles who will benefit the most from using your solution. So this group of buyer profile is the perfect fit for the solution you are offering. They are in the market looking for the product that you are selling. So before we delve into the nitty-gritty details of ICPs, let me help you understand why you need an ICP in the first place. Why can't we just skip to the technical authentication part directly? Why are ICPs required in the first place? So here's the thing, cold emails are typically sent out in a small or limited number, say 30 or 40 emails per campaign. Now you can't be sending out 100 emails without an ICP in mind. That will prolong your process and delay the results you want. That's basically sending emails to folks that most likely won't even benefit from your products or services. When you have an ICP and find high success prospects, you can hyper target them through your cold email campaigns. This process also helps you find more personalizing elements and also better filter your prospects. Ultimately, because you have an ICP and can target them properly through your campaigns, the chances of conversions increase exponentially. Okay, but why do we need an ICP? What's so important about having an ICP? An ICP directly impacts your business because by using this approach, you are hyper targeting an audience that is willing to buy your solution. So this is how having an ICP can help your business. The first way it can help your business is that it creates loyal customers whose exact problem you're solving. The second way is that your ICPs help you increase your sales win as you target high value customers and closely understand what they like and what they don't. This way you can align your sales efforts accordingly. The third way is that ICPs provide you with quality feedback that can help you make more customer-driven decisions for the future. So here is an interesting statistics about ICPs. Organizations that follow the ICP framework have a win rate of at least 68%. So while you're creating your ICP, it might feel like you're also creating a buyer persona. But there is a difference between the two, so let us understand the difference between an ICP and a buyer persona with the help of an example. All right, so let's delve into the differences. An ideal customer profile, as we mentioned before, is a fictional description of your customers. Your ICP offers a broad perspective of the perfect customer for your business. And thirdly, your ICP analysis includes company size, revenue of the company, annual budget of the company, business goal, and etc. A buyer persona, on the other hand, is a semi-fictional description of your ideal customer. It is an in-depth approach into understanding your customer. The analysis of this buyer persona includes stuff like job title, income, location, pain points, tools they use daily, and more. So now let me show you an example of an ideal customer profile and a buyer persona so you understand this better. So as you can see from this example here, an ideal customer profile offers a very broad perspective, a broad view of what type of customer you want. But a buyer persona, on the other hand, gets into specific key demographics such as, job title, or over here they say that she's a marketing regional manager based in North America. So it gets more specific that way. Here we're sharing with you an ICP template sheet that you can use to create your own ICP framework. Let's take a look at this sheet. By the way, this sheet can be found in the description below. So this sheet is very, very exhaustive. It has everything you need to create your very own ICP framework. So after understanding the difference between these two concepts, it is time to start identifying and creating your ICP. The first step in this process is to go back to your database. Here you can use the data you gathered while identifying your ICPs. Or if you want, you can pull some extra information from your SDRs, internal stakeholders, or any customer-facing teams. The second step in this process is to list down your best customers. So you need to list down all your best customers from your database. Some of the factors that you must consider while listing down your best customers are the following. So keep in mind who are the customers that keep coming back to use your product. Second would be your high-ticketed customers. And third would be the customers that are brought in the most amount of referrals. The third step in this process would be to connect with these best customers. Your best customers can indeed help you bring in the best. The information you get will make your approach more robust and reliable. You can send a simple survey with questions like, what challenges did you face before using our product? How did our product help you overcome the challenge? And how did you learn about our product? After these questions are answered, you can filter out the similarities in each profile, identify patterns as it will set the foundation for your future customers. As we mentioned earlier, negative feedback is also essential in creating ICPs. While analyzing the good aspects, look for factors, features, or qualities that your ICPs shouldn't have. By setting these priorities, you will be able to refine the lead that comes in. The second last step in this process is to format your data. Here you start to format your data to make it more insightful and scannable in one go. The last and final step in creating your ICPs is having an internal review and making changes where necessary. So you can ask other stakeholders to give their feedback on your ICPs that you have created. Also, we know that there is a changing nature of customers, so it is recommended that you periodically update your ICPs and make notes of a major shift in patterns. Okay, so now let's find out what you should do after you have created your ICPs. Well, one of the first things you should do is prospecting. Through the process of prospecting, you identify prospects based on the data laid out in your ICP framework. When you successfully identify potentially high converting prospects, then you can finally reach out to them via cold emailing and further refine your list. So the second thing you can do after creating your ICPs is that you can start running a cold email outreach campaign. However, you probably don't have any contact information about your ICPs, right? So you can use a B2B prospecting tool to find the needed information. These tools help you find direct contact information without you having to spend extra hours researching and finding accurate details of your prospects. Here are some good B2B prospecting tools that you can use. Lucia, LinkedIn Sales Navigator, Zoom Info, Contact Out, and Saleshandy Connect. So by now, I'm sure you clearly know what ICPs are and why you need them. So this concludes Lesson 2, Part 1. In Lesson 2, Part 2, we will go over the technical authentication you need for your cold email outreach. See you in Lesson 2, Part 2.